never seen nobody wait by the FedEx truck for the folks to get their stuff. This is the ice cream truck. I don't know what else he's waiting on, but this is what's here right now. I think he just wants to get on the truck and go get it himself at this point. Just doing stuff. There it is. Another box. Wow. You need some help? You waiting on something else?
Yeah, it's one more.
Oh my gosh.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Me at Car Keys. We just had an epic workout. We did legs today, so if you see me wobbling, like yeah, you know why. Right? So today's video is gonna be awesome. It's epic. I'm super excited, super pumped. Today's video is about the F-150. Now, just some quick backstory before we start today's video. A couple years ago, we partnered with a company to do a video on their running boards. Now, a company will remain nameless for obvious reasons. The partnership didn't work out, all right? For lack of a better term, let's just say the company didn't hold up their end of the bargain. Not gonna go too deep into it, not gonna name the company, not a big deal, we're moving on. So the problem is I've been running said company's product on my truck for the last 2 years. Now the video has been taken down, and the only reason I'm telling you guys this is because a lot of people that watch my channel probably remember me doing a video on running boards and probably wondering why that video was disappeared, okay? Hey y'all, not a big deal, but needless to say in today's video, these running boards are coming off. Y'all, I promise you, every time I'm outside to do a video, every single time, this happens. Y'all hear that? Like, really? It's business hours, y'all. Knock it off! All right, so now let's stop cutting grass down there for 1 second. Is there such thing as having too much caffeine in the morning? Anyway, this is what my truck looks like without running boards. That looks amazing, almost like a lifted truck. Moving on. That looks good, y'all. Yeah, I like that look, y'all. That looks good. Now, as good as my truck looks without running boards, my truck is only on a 2.5-inch level. I don't think I can lift my leg up that high to get in the truck right now. Definitely not right now. I just did leg day. I mean, springboard. Let's find out. All right, not too bad, not too bad. Kind of a hot. Now, I definitely don't want to have to do that every single time I get in and out of this truck. My wife's not doing that. My kid's definitely not going to want to do that. So, here comes the sponsor of today's video, which is Boost Auto. Yeah, we got a box. We got boxes from Boost Auto. This is the Lumastep M2 powered light up running boards. Let's go. Whoa. Ooh, look at that. So it's gonna light up here. I just want you to see the pad. That's what the pad looks like. So in this box you have, whoa, all your brackets. All right. Wow. Look at that. That's heavy. Whoa. All right. Cool. All right. So they're all labeled. You got DF, driver, front. You got rear. And you got passenger front and rear. Now, if you look here, it can look like a daunting task, okay? There's a lot of stuff here, but it seems somewhat straightforward. You got brackets here, 2 for each side. You got a wire harness for each side. As for the rest of this stuff, not really sure where it goes, but we'll figure it out. I did install the running boards that are on my truck now, but they were not powered. They did not light up. By the way, these running boards light up. All right, let me check this out. If you look over here, boom. These are sequential signal and running lights. So if you sense my excitement through this video, that's why I'm excited. I can't even talk. That's why I'm so excited, because as you know, I love lights. For some reason, I'm a big kid. I love stuff that lights up. So it's gonna be awesome. So what we're gonna do first, we're gonna install these brackets. This is the hardware here for the brackets. You got 2 per side, 1 front, 1 in the back. Let's go. Hey y'all, it's times like this Well, you should have a lift. Now, maybe not like a lift kit, but I mean like a 4-post lift, like in a garage, like my own garage. Mark my words, okay? One day we're gonna have our own garage. I don't mean like a house garage, I mean like a shop. Like I want my own shop where I can do stuff like this. I can have lifts, I can do all the kind of work I want to. Anyway, it's gonna happen one day, mark my words. Anyway, so we're under the truck, and this is the front, this is the driver's side, and these 3 studs here are where we're going to install our bracket. Now, I might not be able to hold the camera and do this, so I'll probably just set you guys up and you'll see. All right, so for the rear, see the 3 studs right there? That's the one in the very back. You know that wire right there, that's for something else. Just put it over like so. All right, got the Boost Auto logo right there. You got 1 washer and 1 13 mil for each. Tighten them up, or don't tighten them up all the way, according to the website. I got our back stalled there. The front one goes all the way in the front. Now, the reason I'm saying it like that is because there are 3 sets of mounting areas for running boards, because the stock ones come with 3, right? 3 brackets. This one only comes with 2. So you're gonna do it on the farthest ends, 1 on the back, 1 on the front. So this big heavy one here is gonna go right here in the front, the one with the motor. And make sure that it says, if you have the correct one, this one says DF for driver front. Now, I give some quick advice about the front. The front is a little heavy, all right? Now, I've been working out, I've been in the gym, but the front is a little heavy, especially in this position. So if you can, get somebody to help you hold it up while you put the bolts in, or vice versa. And if not, my advice is to put the top in first. You see that there? Yeah, I put the top in first, put a bolt on, hand tighten it, and then work on the bottoms, because it'll help it hold it up. All right, we got our 2 brackets on the driver's side. Do the same thing for the passenger side. Yeah, we got the passenger side done. Big shout out to Boost Auto for putting this piece of cardboard in there, because that's what I've been laying on to get this install done. Somebody else is actually getting their crack. It's got to be a joke, y'all. This can't be real. There's no way this many people. How much grass can you actually put? They're right across the. All right, so for those following along with the video, realize that I'm actually following along with their instructions, which are actually on YouTube, because there's no instructions in the box, because I've never done this before, so I have to follow along their instructions so I can know how to do it. That makes sense, right? So the next step is actually to gain access to the hood so we can run our main harness. So to do that, I want to switch these 2 around like so. All right, after you disconnect the negative side of the battery, you're going to run your harness. All right, this is your main wiring harness here. You have a pin connected there. On here you have passenger side motor, and you have, of course, driver side motor. So the way they suggest that you run your wiring is to take a actual wire, tape it to there, so that you can run it down the wheel well. So it's gonna have to go from the battery down through the wheel well down through there. So they also suggest you removing this pin on the wheel well on the liner so that you can get more space to run your wire. Now for ours, we have Lumastep M2s, which means they light up. And they also suggest running your harness for your lights also. This is the one for the passenger side. It has the cables that run to your battery. So let's open that up. All right, so you're gonna run this end with the 2 tips on it, the red connectors there. You're gonna run those down as well. So we're gonna take that to our wire as well. All right, so I got it going. I didn't show the whole thing, but I got it going down there, and it comes out right down there. Perfect. That's a genius trick right there. So you're gonna unwrap it after your wiring, and you're gonna plug your gray plug there. You're gonna plug to your gray plug back there, and the 2 black ones are gonna go to here some kind of way. All right, so I plugged mine behind the bracket here. It has a little pin for you to stick somewhere, so we'll figure that out in a minute. And then I plugged my 2 black ports up, and I got them tucked up under here like this. And so that was the passenger side. We'll do the same thing for the driver's side. We got both sides ran. Next step is the ECU. This is just connecting it somewhere near the battery, but out of course, away from all moving parts and nothing hot. So we're gonna take our ECU. That's what it looks like there. That's where your pin connector connects. And this is down here. Oh boy. All right, there we go. I plugged it in. I couldn't do two things at one time, holding the camera. So make sure you plug it in until you hear it snap, and then you're good to go. So right now I just got my wiring just kind of out on purpose because I want to make sure I know where everything's going before I start tucking stuff away and start cleaning up all this wiring. Like for example, this one has to go across the engine bay to the driver's side. So yeah, so that's how I got it like this for now. Hey, I know this looks like chaos, and it kind of is, but I actually know where everything's going or what makes sense. So this is the step that kind of intimidates a lot of people, which I understand why wiring electrical is confusing. I understand, but let me try to simplify it because my application is way different from everybody else's probably. So I have aftermarket headlights here. I have aftermarket fog lights there. Already, these fog lights have daytime running light and switchback functionality, and it's actually tapped into the headlights, which is what our instructions are for the running boards, right? Your running boards are going to tap into your headlights for your turn signals and for your daytime running lights, which is what this harness is for, which thank God they included this because it would have been a little difficult if they did not. All right, so the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to take the wiring that's coming from here, going to the fog lights, and I'm going to splice it so that it also goes to the daytime running lights, which is here. So this one, you have your turn signal, the blue one, and then that red and yellow one will go to your daytime running lights. So it's easy in my brain, but I had to sit here for like 20 minutes and stare at it for it to make sense. Wiring. These are the instructions on their actual website, on their actual YouTube channel, and I had it backwards. So this one's going to go to your running lights. Yeah, I see it there. This one's going to go to your running lights, and that one's going to go to your turn signal. All right. So I always verify. All right. Now there's also a plug and play option if you have stock headlights. So to make it a ton easier, you won't have to do any of this. You just plug it in and plug it in. It's very easy. You'll see it on the website if you go look. But if you have stock headlights, it'll be so much easier. All right. So the next step is to plug your pass-through wire. It has this end on it. So this pass-through wire is going to pass through literally. It's coming from that side, the driver's side, over to the passenger side. You just plug it in. We're going to figure out how to run it so that it's not, of course, not in the engine bay, but we're just connecting it for now. We'll come back and situate them all later. All right, the next step, which I skipped, was this guy. This one's going to go to down here where I spliced into the wiring. I'm going to plug right there on that. Sorry, right here on this black cord here. All right, so that's going to enable your daytime running lights and your switchbacks. All right, now after you've done that on both sides, don't forget the driver's side. After you've done it on both sides, the next step is yet another wiring harness. This wiring harness is actually for your, what they call the rock light function. So the rock light function gives you a switch that you can turn on whenever you want to. First of all, I love stuff like this because it gives me a challenge. Like I love challenges like this, and it's cool. I think it's going to be cool when it gets done. It's going to be a very satisfying feeling. So what I'm doing now is I'm zip tying stuff out of the way because I won't be able to finish because I have to go to work today. Yeah, work. Who does that anymore? Anyway, I have to go to work today, so I'm just kind of zip tying stuff so I don't have wires just hanging all over the engine bay. And I tightened up my brackets so that they won't fall off while I'm driving. So we'll pick this back up in the morning. Get your coffee. I'll see you in the morning, all right? All right, y'all, what's happening? Bright and early, back at it. So we're actually a lot closer than I thought. So I've been going off of the instructions for the 2021s, and it's primarily the same thing until you get to the part where you wire your running boards go up and down. That's what's different, and that's what we're doing today. And I also need to finish the wiring. I need to clean this mess up, and I need to run all these terminals, these to the battery terminals, and then installing our running boards on our brackets, and actually that's pretty much it. So yesterday we ran our wires, the yellow and white one over there at the end. We ran those through that grommet right there, that circle thing. Ran it through. We didn't go plenty of puncture through the grommet. A lot of people do that. I kind of went on the side of it. And those are going to tap into this OBD port, behind the OBD port. So we have to take this off. So we have two bolts here. These are 8 mils. And we're going to take those off so we can get access to it. Once you got the bolts out, pull it down. And you flip it around, And you were looking for pin number 20, and that is the 6th pin from the top, and that includes this first one right there. 6th one from the left, including that one. So it is this white wire right here. So to do that, and the one that goes there is the high, the one marked high, which is also a white wire. Right there, you see it says high on it, that one. So to do that, a big shout out to Boost Auto. Boost Auto included everything you need for this install, which is awesome. So they included these taps. Now I've never used these taps, but they look very cool. So check them out. So these are the taps that they included that we're going to use. And basically the wire from the OBD port goes through here. And as you see there, you close it in and snap it, and it taps into the wire. And then your wire that you're running through, you're tapping in, goes in there. You see that there, and then you snap it down and it locks on it. So these are pretty cool taps. Like I said, I've never actually used these before, but these are actually very cool. These would be helpful in a lot of things, actually. Yeah. All right, so of course there's not a lot of room under here, so I'm gonna try to film it as best I can. So it's the 6th pin on the top, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's an open spot, and then this white one right here that's hanging down is number 5. On my truck, it's white with a blue stripe on it. So that's number 6. That's the one we're pinning in for our high. All right, so we're gonna take the tap over our wire. And there we go, and snap down on it. So use a pliers or something. I'm gonna use this crimper tool. Oh, there we go, you hear it snap. Should be good there, all right. And then you're gonna take your high, which is the white and red wire. And you're gonna place it inside, like so. Twist it around a little bit. I always twist it around like that so that make it a little easier to get into the tap or wherever you're trying to get it. Once again, use something to make sure that it's snapped down and secured. Right, when you hear it snap, you're good. Right, really good taps there. And so for our low, it's the one that's right next to it. It's the white one, it's number 19, which is number 7 from the left. So do the same thing with your tap for the white one. All right, so once you got that done, install your OBD port back up. I gotta retighten that. Install it back, and be careful with the connectors. All right, I broke one. Of course I broke one. So I had to connect it a different way. I had other taps that I could use, so just be careful when you clamp it down. All right, so anyway, so if you're going to run your switch for your rock lights, if you got the rock light feature, which I did, the rock light feature basically allows you to turn on the white light at any given time, and it'll override any other function, and it'll just be a white light, which I thought was really cool. So I'm happy I got that. So if you're doing that, they also included this switch and these wires that go to it. So I'm gonna mount this somewhere in here. I'm not really sure yet. Probably gonna put it up here so it'll actually kind of make sense. So there's nothing there. We'll see. All right, so next step is dealing with this wiring situation. So what I've been doing is tying everything up together and zip tying it for now, because there's a ton of wiring that's not really needed. I didn't want to start cutting and shortening wires because that's a lot. So I'm gonna try to tuck it in as far as I can. I just don't want to see it like that. That looks weird. So there's a big, these wire covers like this. You can buy a big one that'll cover all this. So I'm probably gonna get one for that, to cover all that. And probably get a black one so you can't see it. And I gotta figure out something to do with this. I don't know. All right, so as far as the wiring goes, you have the main harness here. It says positive there. Sorry, it says negative there. I'm reading it too. It says negative there, and you have your positive over here. It's the red one that goes there. You have this one for your rock light. It's positive, it goes there. You have this one is also positive. This one's for your running board light, the DRLs and the turn signals. I'm sorry, just for the DRLs. This is for the DRLs. It's going to go positive, and this is for the DRLs for the negative. Now, it might have been smarter to do this as you go. So once you connect your main harness, hook up the positive side. You know, so you already know that's hooked up and everything you have left is negative. So it's probably better to do it that way. I was nervous about knowing where all these wires were going to run, so that's why I waited to the end. So it might be confusing now, but if you do it as you go, it'll be easier. I'm sure that makes sense. Does that make sense? So just, yeah. Right, so as I was saying before, I like projects like this. I like the challenge, you know, when stuff happens, like for example, I broke the tap, you know, you figure it out, all right, what do you do next? So I like these type of projects. I know they're frustrating to a lot of people. People don't like electrical, they don't like wiring, they don't like figuring this stuff out, which I understand it. You do have to pack your patience in these type of projects, but that's actually part of the fun to me because you get to figure stuff out, all right? And there's always an option. This is the way I think about it is that there's always an option. There's always a plan B. You just got to figure out what it is. And the best thing you can do is not stress in that moment and take your time, take a deep breath, say a prayer, and just take your time. But I would say this, don't be afraid of the challenge. Don't back down from the challenge. This is what makes you stronger, all right? Think about that. Think about it like that. If you can do this, you can do anything. I mean, this is, like I said, this is a very tedious project, very strenuous, very daunting task, as I said earlier. But you can do this, right? You can do this. Trust me, you can do this. All right, we got all our wires ran. I will admit it does look like chaos, and I hate seeing wires like this, but that's what's gonna have to do for now. We'll come back at some point and we'll try to clean this up. Try to tuck all this in too if I can. I can't get to the fuse box if I need to. Anyway, I'm not gonna complain about it. Like I say, just keep going. So we did hook everything up. We got the negative power, everything hooks up. Let's open the door, see what happens. Whoa, let's go. Close the door. Oh snap, oh snap. I know that's just the bracket moving, but that is so exciting just to see that happening. Whew. Let's go. Now, if you're wondering where I got all these zip ties from, Amazon. This is a 200 count zip tie from Amazon. Now, they also included some zip ties in the kit. So, like I say, they got you covered. Boost Auto has you covered from every step of the way, from taps to zip ties to everything you need, right? So, but if you need extra to tie down all this wiring like I'm doing, Amazon. I put in the link below. All right, y'all, the next step is to install our running boards. This means we are almost done, y'all. All right, so this is my running board. We chose the triangle design with the gray. Also has gray on that, on the step pad. And I went with gray because it would feel like it would match my truck better because it's silver. For these in a red and a blue as well. And I think there's 2 other designs that you can pick from. What I like is that big Boost Auto logo right there in the middle. That's awesome. All right, so the way to install these is, first of all, you gotta unwrap it and then flip it over. So to install our running boards, we're gonna need these bolts and this wire protector thing. I'm not sure what it's called, but that's what it does. So basically, we're gonna do this outside because it'll probably be a little easier. So what we need to do is slide our bolts through here. You need 2 per side, so a total of 4 bolts per running board, 2 per side, and you're supposed to place them almost exactly where our brackets are on the truck, so it'll be easier to install. So they're gonna go, show you on the rear, they're gonna go right there. You have a nut and a bolt right there. So the best way to do this is, for the front, since the motor's in the front, is to, wow, that's so cool, is to keep the door open. Or to have the door, well, I guess you could just have the door crack like that. That's probably better. Okay, cool. Have the door crack like that so that the one with the motor, the bracket with the motor, is actually down. So we're gonna take our bolts, 4 of them. We're gonna slide 2 down this side. I'm not really sure where the bracket's gonna be, but slide it down there. And then take this one, slide down there, right next to that one. Then we're gonna take 2 on this side. All right, got that one in there. Just don't drop it like I did. I dropped it right down in there. All right, slide those in. I'm not really sure how to gauge where they should be, but it might be smart to just drag this whole thing down so that we're sometimes you gotta think about it. All right, so now we have it. Just a little bit there, almost perfect. I got them slid to measure almost exactly where the bracket is. So you have the bolts lined up right there with the back bracket. You got your bolts lined up here with that bracket, and we'll probably adjust it as we go. All right, so tip, either use somebody, get some help, or do like I'm doing, use the boxes that included that your running boards came in to prop up one side while you do the other side, and then work it that way. Oh man, y'all know I like to show everything. Y'all know that's why I'm sorry this video is long. I like to show all the good and the bad so that you don't make the same mistakes I did. This is the wrong side. All right, I wasn't paying attention. I saw it too. This is the wrong side. So this has a plug here from the bracket to plug into your running boards, and the plug is all the way down there on the running boards. So this is the wrong side. It's supposed to go on the other side. So tip, always check your sides. Yeah, so basically the Boost Auto logo is supposed to be towards the front of the truck, okay? Keep that in mind. When you're doing this, the Boost Auto logo is going to be towards the front of the truck. So if you can kind of envision it, this on the other side, that means this logo will be towards the front. I'm probably confusing you so much, but let me just show you. There, all right. Show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, there we go. So the Boost Auto logo shall be going towards the front of the truck. All right, give you a long full view. All right, so you still got your Boost Auto logo here in the middle, facing you, and then down here on the end, towards the back of the truck, it says Lumastep M2. Silly mistake, I know, but it is what it is. Look at this guy. Where do you think you're going? We got the passenger side lightly bolted up, and let's close the door. Oh wait, first they said to slide it all the way down, and then close the door. I think you might have to help it up. Whoa, oh. Okay. I see. So slide it down, it says slide it down to your liking before you tighten it up. Me, I think I want mine about there. Kind of want to line it up with the logo, me and Karki's logo right here, so it looks like it kind of disappears right into Boost Auto. That's perfect. All right, next step is to tighten up all of our hardware. I suggest starting with the running board bracket, the running board bolts first, and then going on to the brackets. So the next step is to plug in our running boards here for our lights. It has a plug. You can see it right up there. So it plugs in right here. They gave you these sleeves. Hit my head. They give you these sleeves, and these sleeves are supposed to tuck into the channel here so that you don't see the wire. Kind of like that. So it's tucked in. You can adjust they are adjustable. You can cut them if you need it to be shorter. Or I might have to slide this running board down maybe about 2-3 inches so that it'll fit a little more snug, because I don't want this wire to be sticking out like that or this one to come out, so I might have to do that. All right, so next step, let's open the door and see what it looks like. All right, let's go. Get you guys there. Whoop, whoop, straighten you up. Let's go. Oh, let's go. All right, close the door. Oh, I like it. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. All right. That is amazing, y'all. It's seamless. It's quiet, too. I love that. Boost Auto. Let's go. All right, so next step, let's lock the doors. Okay, wait a minute. Let's unlock the doors. Oh, there it is. There it is. Startup sequence. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Boost Auto, that's what I'm talking about. I love that. See, I love the fact that it lines the whole cab of the truck. And I love the amber, y'all. I know they have a white option as well, but I love that amber, especially with the startup sequence, because it matches the startup sequence that goes here. I have a startup sequence there, so it's gonna match us all in amber. Oh, that's setting the truck off nice. Boost Auto, let's go. All right, so before I get too excited, I still got to install the driver's side. So let's install the driver's side, and then we are done. All right, quick tip for doing this. I'm gonna keep throwing out the tips because they help. And first of all, watch the install video that Boost Auto has on their website. That would be very helpful. So I didn't have it at first, but anyway, the bolts here that we're installing, step one is to put the bolts into the channel here, right? I was putting 2 on that side and then installing 2 on that side, and this is where your plug is, right? So this is where I kept dropping the bolt in there. I dropped the bolt in twice. Like, how you make a mistake twice, I don't know. I did it, but I did it twice. So don't do it on this side. Do it on that side. Just slide all the way down. I was trying to be smart and not be, and I was being a little lazy. So just slide them all in on this side. Like, see, there's more room there. Slide it in. You can still drop a bolt there, but as long as you are paying attention, you won't drop a bolt. So yeah, use my advice, please. Hey, y'all, driver's side is done. Now that I just connected both sides, I forgot there's a pass-through that's supposed to do something. It's the reason why they're both connected, and that's so that when you unlock this door or you open this door, the other side lights up too. So check this out. This is after we connected both sides. Boom. It lights up when you open the door. Even better. Close the door. Perfect. All right, y'all, I am like superly ecstatic right now, y'all. This is crazy. I love this. I love these types of projects. So the next thing we need to do is we need to check our daytime running light and our turn signals. And I'm gonna keep you guys set up right here. I'm gonna go inside and start the truck, and we'll see what happens. All right, we got it started up. Nothing's on right now because the DRLs are not on. The only way for me to put the DRLs on are for me to put it in drive, or I can probably just turn the switch on. Let's see. All right, DRL is on. It's an amber. Awesome. I like that. All right, now let's put on, I'm gonna go put on the hazard lights so that you can see what the sequential turn signals look like. Oh my gosh. All right, what does it look like? Yeah, boy. Look at that. I love that. Sequential turn signals. I love that. That is the cleanest thing I've ever seen, y'all. Let's go. So I like the way that matches this. So these are sequential turn signals as well. Then you got your turn signals there, and you got your turn signals there. You can't say you didn't see me turning. You know I'm turning. It's obviously that I'm turning. Y'all, I almost forgot one thing. The switch, the rock light switch. Let's go turn on the rock light switch, which I have not actually mounted in the truck yet. Gosh, forgot all about that. So I have it in here. It's right there. Yeah, so let's turn it on. Yeah, so I keep going to this side of the truck because this is where the shade is. The sunlight's on that side. That's why I keep going to this side. Whoa. Oh, hoo-hoo. Man, that is clean. I don't know if I think I might like the white better. That is clean, y'all. Wow. So I think the white actually has a cleaner look than the I don't know. I like both. I like both. Okay, how do you decide? In the comments below, let me know. Do you like the white light or do you like the amber light better? Let me know. Now the white light is only on the rock light setting, so you have to turn the switch on for the white light to be on. And when the white light's on, I believe it overrides everything else. So turn signals won't work, the amber light won't work, nothing else will work unless that's turned off. This is gonna look amazing at nighttime. Y'all, it's probably like 12 o'clock right now, midnight, and I'm out here getting shots, cool shots of the truck. My neighbors are probably looking out the window like, what is he doing now? So that thing looks clean. I gotta get one more shot, and it's with all the other lights that are on my truck on at the same time. Check this out. Whoa. Yeah, that's a shot right there. That is a sick shot right there. Woohoo! There it is, y'all. I love that shot. And there you have it, y'all. The single greatest mod ever for the F150 power running boards by the one and only Boost Auto. Now, this is by far my favorite mod and by far the most practical mod ever for any truck, lifted truck, stock truck, leveled truck like this one. Greatest mod ever. So check out boostautoparts.com if you are in the market for running boards. They also have the option to customize these however you want. So if you don't like lights, they have some that are not lit. If you want to change out the sequence to not be amber and be white, you can do that as well. So check out the website. They have tons of options. Now, what I love mostly about these running boards, of course, first of all, that it's lit. You know, as you know, I like lights. Second of all, I love what it gives the truck. It makes it look a lot higher, and it gives it such a different stance. So for all y'all saying I should lift my truck, there you go. Technically, I just did. Like, it's an illusion, of course, but it makes my truck look a lot higher, and I love that stance. I love the fact that it's tucked up on there like that. My old running boards were hanging down and looked like something. It always looked odd to me, but this gives it a much cleaner look, much better look. All right, so I've had these running boards on for 2 days now, and it's taken exactly 2 days for me to actually put my foot on this running board. Right, as you see right there, that's my footprint. That is from today. I didn't want to mess them up. Right, I wanted to keep them clean, and I love the way they look. Like, they look so nice. I didn't want to mess them up. Now, and speaking of that, Boost Auto has a cleaning solution just for the pad on your running board. Like, they have everything covered. So big shout outs to Boost Auto. All right, so what do you guys think? Power running boards, light up power running boards on my F150. Like I said, the greatest mod that I've ever done. This is by far my favorite mod on the truck now. All right, and I don't think we're gonna be able to top this one. I'm pretty sure we won't be able to. Anyway, what do you guys think? Put in the comments below. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. Would you run power running boards on your truck? If so, check out boostautoparts.com and tell them me and Car Keys sent you, by the way. If you like this kind of content, please be sure to hit the like button, and also please subscribe down below as well. All right, big shout outs again to Boost Auto. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for sponsoring today's video. New partner, y'all, Boost Auto. Please support them. So Motivation Crew, till next time. That's me, that's you, that's what we do, y'all. See you. If anybody's in the market for some used aftermarket running boards, you can have them. If you live in the Atlanta area, you can have them for $14. All right, $14. You can have them. Come on, get them.